Just come back and loaded up another car full of supers. These are just foundation and then one drawn out frame. I'm going to add it to the, well, I'm going to go back to the woodbrick apiary and put some honeycomb frames on, and then just add one of these to the top, either above or below the crown board. And then that's next time I go in for inspections, I don't have to bring so much stuff. Couple of nukes in there just in case I see some swarms. Amazing day today. I put these bait hives up last night and there's already ants crawling all over them. That's the problem with around here, you can't really put them up very early at all. I did just see a bee flying around it, but ants will move into that and then make a nest in there, give them enough time. Hopefully if a swarm comes, it comes quickly. Oh, the gorse out looking lovely. I put another swarm trap up here last night, already covered in ants. Checking it out, thinking about moving in. Bees are looking very busy. Very, very busy. And I put another bait hive right down the bottom. Not so many ants around that one yet, a couple of ants. So I'm just going to pop the lids and put a couple of supers on here and there and then go. I'm not doing any inspections. Looking amazing here down the Team Valley. Some of them are bringing in huge baskets of pollen. Okay, let's have a quick look. Ooh. Dear. Right, well, they're not really up on this top one. Are they? On this one a reasonable amount. Okay, I'm going to give them one. Again, early for this. I do like to put the honeycomb at least a couple of boxes up because else they end up putting pollen in it if it's right above the brood nest. So when I come and do inspections next week at some point, it'll be interesting to see if they've touched it at all. See, they're right up here, these guys. Yeah, they're right in that one. So these guys are definitely going to get one. And hopefully I'll get some honeycomb, spring honeycomb. Yeah, these guys are right up there. Yep, these guys are getting another one. Give them a silly amount of space. There we go. And I may take out a frame of honeycomb as they start building it up, spread them out a bit. Okay, they're up on this one. Yep, getting a third one. I found a superseded queen in a nuke yesterday. I saw that the green dot queen was in there and there was a virgin queen running around. And a week before I saw a queen cell capped in there. They're making virgin queens. Soon going to be some swarms. This one already has 3 on, so it's be a bit ambitious to put 4 on. Okay, well they're right up there. Are they tunnelling up or are they all the way down? Alright, they're in the whole thing. Okay, they're getting another one. All the rest are just now getting undrawn frames with one drawn out frame in the middle. Hopefully I'll get some extra boxes drawn out this year. That's a big hive for April the 10th. I mean, that's a big hive for me normally anyway. Yeah, they're pretty full up. Right, I'm giving them a third box. Military helicopter flying through the valley. You won't be able to see it, it's too small. Maybe another one coming. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, they're up here. Really doing a lot though. But these guys may have only just got their queen excluder replaced yesterday for a different colour green one. This is a green one. Trying to see if I can watch them actually getting through. Lots of bees trying to get through. Haven't seen one make it yet. Okay, I think I'm going to swap this queen excluder. Saw one get through there. I'll try it the other way around as well, see if that does anything. Look for the queen. Oh yeah, they can get through that much easier. I can just see them climb straight through. Well, I might not give them one because I don't think they've been getting through very well. So like I said, I measured, I bought in a couple batches some green queen excluders, and I noticed the bees weren't going through some of them, and it wasn't that it was too early, they were just stuck. So I took them off and measured them, and they were only barely, they were a tight 4mm with a drill bit, whereas all my other ones, you put a 4mm drill bit through and you can rattle it side to side slightly. Fortunately I had some spare, but I have ordered loads more. Right, they're up here, that's good. That's a green one, that one must be fine. So I bought 20 queen excluders in 2 different batches, and I think one, because I've got 10 that are bad, I think one whole batch is iffy. I mean, sometimes this sort of thing happens, you get a, you know, manufacturing slight fault, or it's just, it looks like they're slightly sharper where they've been pressed, and that's just squeezed it a bit more. I suspect I will come in, yeah, do full inspection next week. And if there is, yeah, these guys need one. And if there is queen cells, I very much doubt they'll be capped, and I'll knock them down and I'll try and put them off swarming as long as possible. And then later, you know, maybe the week after or whatever, if I think they're definitely going to swarm, I'll take the queen, but with very few. I might even take the queen and move her to a box and leave her here so half the bees come back. And then it stays pretty full up, this hive. Or I'll just take them back to my home apiary. I'll have to see at the time. 3. It could almost be 4, that one. These guys look like they're up there. Yeah, they're going to get one. But let's see if they're drawing this out first. Okay, so they've started drawing this out. This was only in a few days ago. It'd be really good to get some boxes drawn out before the end of the spring flow, or at least partially drawn out in some cases. Okay, these are right up in here. Yep. There we go. Quickly have a look in here. Still got some frames to draw out. So they are in double. I've got nothing to give them really. It's pretty light still, they must have a lot of space in there. Yeah, they're right up here. Getting another one. So has anyone had any swarms yet? Obviously I don't like to lose swarms, but I do like wrangling them back in the box. This is a green queen excluder that's fine. I've got 2 batches, a good batch and a bad batch. They sound a bit grumpy. Now, giving your bees too much space can slow the hive down, but this year I feel like it's probably a good idea to slow the hives down. It has, even though it's really sunny, it was a bit of a frost last night, so it's still cold at night. Wow, these bees are very, very angry. Let's move out of here. Look. Ooh. Oh, you can't see because the bees just going psycho. Right, I'm going to mark them as mean. Not a very happy hive, that one. Let's get out of here quickly. Right, they're on here. Shut them up. I think both of these hives are aggro. They're probably from the same queen. These probably get new queens. Right, let's run away. These are hardly in it. This isn't the biggest hive in the world. I think they can probably get through there. Let's just keep them with that one box for now. It's definitely the grumpy corner. Right, they're in that a bit. Not a little bit. Not very heavy. Don't think I'm going to give these guys another one. They just don't look quite there. Gosh, they are right up there. Okay, they're in that quite well. Well, if I've got spare, I might give these 2. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on then, let's give that one 2. Doesn't need it. Let's try this excessive space strategy to the max. Yeah, well, they're up in it. A little bit. Yeah, in that one. I'll give them 2. Now, I'm not expecting to fill these anytime soon. This is just purely to give them tons of space. And they won't draw out foundation unless there's a flow on. They'll end up just eating it all the way around the edges. So you can only really put them on in the flow. Right, next one. Forgot to press record on another one, and that was quite small. I did give them one more though. And this last one. To watch the bees go through. So they feel like they're struggling a bit on that. Okay, I'm going to get another queen excluder. Yeah, they're struggling a bit. I want them to be able to get through easily. Let me try this one. This isn't one of the bad green ones. Look for queen. Now, can these guys get up and down easily? Oh, I've just got big bees. Okay, just watch one get through. Yeah, see, they can get through this one. Now, they're probably quite small, so they don't want to go through. Yeah, so they're not on that frame, or that frame. Still getting a second box though. It's about 5:30 now. I'm back at my home apiary. The bees look like they're fairly chilled, coming back from the day out. I will need to pick a hive to breed from this year, and I still think I'm probably going to use the red dot queen that arrived in the swarm. I've got a few other gentle ones. I only need a few queens this year, so I might just concentrate on the one best one. Thanks for watching. Give us a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.